Jessica, what value did you get out of today's workshop?
The value I got out of today's workshop was kind of seeing the dynamics of the team and having them be able to experience more of the color code and more of the different tools that Just Talk brings to the table, and being able to really hopefully add value to us going forward.
What value did you receive out of today's workshop?
I learned that the color categories are not really categories, but they're sort of team tools that we can use to enhance our own personal skills and build good teamwork.
So, Michelle, what value did you take away from this workshop?
So I got a better understanding of the color code system, and I feel like I know more and I could take it with me in my profession and also in my personal life, and really trying to understand everybody around me, and also to build my strengths and push out all the negative emotions or characteristics that I may have, or help others around me to understand how I work, and helps me understand how they work as well. And it really hit home to just take this and build relationships.
So, Jamie, what value did you get out of today's workshop?
I think it was really good to get to know how to relate to other colors and personalities, and how certain people clash because they're a different color, and how to just get better at fine-tuning where your negative points are and be able to relate to people in general. So.
That we all have the power to do whatever we want to do if we let our thoughts and our attitude control our thinking. Thank you.
Jesse, it's Warren Allison. Well, let me tell you, you hit it out of the ballpark, young man.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I've been in business almost 49 years with some of them. Generally 49 years.
Okay.
And we've had numerous speakers, and none of them have connected with the majority of these people like you did. So I don't know what you did or how you did it, but I want to congratulate you.
Well, I appreciate that. You know what? As I recall from our first 9-minute conversation, that was exactly your directive. I want them to continue thinking about whatever the message or messages are beyond the speech.
Well, that's what I'm calling you about.
Okay.
In fact, I was going to read to you. You returned my call, or I called you back too promptly. But this girl, Kim Ingram, who's been with us at least 30 years, said you're the most refreshing thing we've ever done. So I was going to read you her exact quote, but I got on the phone too quickly to do so.
Special letter to Warren Allefeld from Kim Ingram. Good morning. First chance to sit down and express my gratitude for a wonderful meeting. It was truly revitalizing and exciting. I enjoyed our speaker very much. So refreshing to see someone want to get to know us as real people, not just a group to be talked at. I found him to have a deeper purpose in his motivation than just selling himself. It was a real gem for our gathering. I just wanted to shout out to each of you for all of your hard work, the expense and effort it takes to pull off such an event. Year after year, it is always a marvel, but this year seemed especially grand. Thank you all for everything. Kim Ingram.
Listen to this guy. This is good. Lead by example. I think that's something that we all need to do. Lead by example. Be a solution provider. Everybody wants to. I'm willing to work with you here, but tell me what you need me to do. Right. It's better if we can kind of engage in it. I like it. Work together on the solution. Accept it. This is what's going on. We need to accept what the problem is, and then in turn be that solution provider. I like it.
Aaron, what did you like most about today's Epic Communication Workshop?
For our business, we appreciate the way Lisa and Jesse prepare for our event, the ability to get to know our staff, the diversity of our staff and the areas that we're looking to improve upon. It's important to us that they understand our business and understand what we're trying to accomplish. And they hit on all points that we asked them to hit on and drive their points home and leave us the ability to leave here feeling good and better about ourselves, and give us the path to improve upon our everyday life moving forward.
What did you enjoy most about today's Epic Communication Workshop?
The way it was presented, first of all, the fun. It was so much fun engaging and interacting with our peers, and then learning how better to communicate and how to set aside time for one another and treat each other with kindness, being positive, and reaching above the bar to achieve what we all want to achieve together in this stressful business.
Lori, what did you like most about today's Epic Communication Workshop?
I like how it's personal to our business, but that he actually has done this for us before, and he remembered all of our names, so then he was able to tie it into us. But we are a little bit of a wild bunch, and so I like the fact that he could handle us. He has patience, and he could make things run smooth, even though we could try to take things off track. But I really like that I know how to apply these things in my home life, not just at work.
What did you like most about today's Epic Communication Workshop, Ted?
I liked the presentation, and I liked the excitement and the fun and the enthusiasm that was brought to the whole event. And I think everybody was really engaging and had a lot of fun, took a lot of takeaways from the event, and I think it'll transfer over into our job and to our home life, and I think we'll interact a lot better.
We must be inspired by the change. Did that video not talk about and show and demonstrate doing the work? Yes? Yes. Did you feel it? Yes. Was that not just one of those situations rare in our lives where it's so good that it can lift? It's time for a mic drop? Good.
What about you, Dr. Goodman? What's a value point or takeaway for you?
The last thing you just said about fear, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Which part? The whole segment of it, or any part of it?
Just in general, there's always just this fear of the unknown, and so thinking about it this way makes it easier to change.
It does make it easier to change. Just give her an N1 on that. N1? Nice. What about you, Jim?
Actually, you're platinum law.
Ah.
I think that's a fantastic idea and something I have not focused on enough that I probably need to.
And isn't it so simple?
It really is.
It's right in front of us, right? Very good. Let's give him an N1. N1? Zanny, what about you?
I like change your thinking, change your life.
It's so true.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you talk about some of the sensitivities you have.
Yeah.
When you, not if, when you change that, what's the quality index of your life?
A lot happier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and so are the people around you, too.
Yes, they are.
Dr. Amanda, what about you? Anything?
Fear as well.
Fear? That was a big one? Okay. Christina?
I liked the fact that I should leave my baggage, throw it away.
I don't want you to should on yourself.
Yeah.
No shoulding. So say it again. No shoulding.
No
I don't let people should on themselves. But when you should on yourself, just saying, say it again.
It is good. Just, you know.
I'm not going to leave my
baggage.
There. Doesn't that feel better?
Feels great.
Because when you should, then nothing changes. All right? So good, very good. Janet?
Focus on the process.
I like it. Let's give these two an N2. N2? Dr. Nicole, real quick.
Just dang, Janet took mine, focus on the process. But I liked what Mr. Muncie said about a good signature can be infectious.
It really
Because
is.
If you bring your best self, then definitely other people are going to want to listen to you and help you.
They want more and more and more. Well said. That's good. Let's give her an N1. Robbie?
Failing.
that whole acronym?
Yeah, standing on your own, leaving your comfort zone.
Very nice.
Stepping out of your comfort zone.
It's the best way to grow.
Yeah.
Let's give them an N1. N1. Dr. Jules?
Platinum roll was the first thing that popped into my mind. But I love the imagery of just putting your baggage down and moving on, back and forth, work and home. Just imagery, but it's so simple, and you can get it that way.
Very nice. Let's give her an N2 on that N2. Close us out, if you will, Dr. Dave.
For some time, Jesse has taught me many things, but two of the salient points that I still apply today, and that is how am I going to show up and how you leave them feeling. Those were the first things that he taught me when we first met, and I learned wherever I was going to take a few minutes and think, I'm on my way home today. I'm having, today's not been it's been a good day, but not the best day in my life. And my wife is waiting for me at home. She's expecting me to show up to be who she expects to see. And if I show up carrying the baggage that I'm bringing from here, I'm not doing my job. And that's been immensely, profoundly helpful to me in my life.
Wow, that's good. Let's give him an N3. N3. Especially as the leader of our company. Do we want him healthy?
Yes.
So thank you for that. Those are discoveries, and that's what makes all of you champions. We are doing a special dedication. We're going to give it to the leadership. The leadership's going to decide. We're going to do a raffle, but we're not going to do that. We're going to give away a 1-month coaching scholarship where I would get the opportunity to be your coach. And so we're going to get with this team, and they're going to, their choice, put the names in the hat, whatever, and to draw it out, whatever. But one of you are going to get the value of 1 month's coaching. And we want that done within the next 24 hours because I don't want it to go stale. Because I want to take further with you personally what we've done here as a group. You guys like that?
Oh, yeah.
And the value of, you see the value of that, that's a $1,500 value, but we're going to do it with grace, and we're going to treat you like you're paying for it, because trust me, you're going to have to do the work, especially with 1 month of coaching. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to close with this. I love it. One band, one sound. Give her an N3. Just because I like that too. Lisa?
Communication is the key and the choice to make change.
Oh, I love it. Communication is the key and the choice to make the change. And 3. Nice. What do you got, Marianne?
Listening to gossip is just as bad as spreading gossip.
Wow. And 2. That's so true. Nice.
My takeaway was the exercise that we did up on the boards and just seeing the importance and the items that kind of rose to the top for the group.
And very smooth fashion too, right? Right. That's right. So give her an N1. N1. Nice. Next.
Accountability is key to building a good culture. Make a choice to play a role in improving communication. Do things that help people feel valued.
That's some serious takeaway, man. Let's give him an N3. What's your takeaway, George?
Choice to make a change.
Choice to make a change. Love it. And 3. What you got for us, Chad?
The platinum rule.
I love it. Platinum rule. Give him a 3. He scored. I want to ask why, but that's not what this exercise is about. Because I know why. I don't want to hear him say why, but I'm not going to do it. Why?
No, it's just it's a whole nother level of thinking. You grow up with the golden rule, and then
In one day, in one notion, you can switch on something that raises the game. Right? Well done, Chad. Thank you. Next, Pete.
My takeaway is how excited I am to see how we're going to take it from here.
And 3. I'm giving one more and 3. You know why I gave him a double back on the and 3s? What I say to you today has absolutely no matter, no consequence at all. So many of us spend so much time of our lives about what's happened to us or what's happening to us. The true essence of life is what are you going to do about what's happening to you? The true essence of this program, this full day program, is not about what I say to you, it's about what you're going to go and do about what we say. That's why you got a double back 3. I got you. Oh yeah. No, he's right. He's right. You're the voice of coin on that. He's right. No, he's right. That was because a double back. So no, you earned it. I'm in a trance. I lose myself. Next, Kaylee. How you live and feeling? Give her an and 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
How we're all very much the same.
How we're all very much the same. Give him a 5 on that. Nice.
Yes, not only do you choose to change, but you choose your attitude every day.
5. You do choose your attitude, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not. Next.
Becoming the person that everybody else wants to help.
I love that. That book, let's give him an and 3. And 3. Give him one more time. 1, 3. When I read that book, the second time, I read it because I had a client in Houston that passed away. Family didn't allow us to get involved. She was my client. We were very, very close. I felt uncomfortable that they didn't let me get involved. So I went and read that book, knowing that she also died of cancer, to connect with her, even though she was gone and nobody knew it. And I felt a little frustrated that I invested time because I had other reads I needed to do for clients. I did that, and that one single passage that Russ just shared made reading the book all worth it. And that's why I brought it into the program, because it was powerful. So very good.
There's one other piece of that. For me, letting other people help me.
Round of applause. Stand Why do you think I gave him a round of applause on that? Letting other people help him. Why do you think I gave him a round of applause on that?
That is hard to
Can't do it.
You can't do it on you. What else?
It's hard to admit.
Extremely hard to admit and very hard to do. You know why? I see you. I'm you. And there are a lot of us in there that have a hard time letting other people help us. So that was brilliant to admit that. You guys help this man. And don't wait for him to ask. Next.
I think that doing something very uncomfortable, like a couple of those exercises after lunch, can have really unbelievable payoff.
Absolutely.
So developing the negative concept.
Let's give her an and 3. Well said, Steph.
I have often business worlds separate feelings and put them over here, but hospitality doesn't. And I'm just so appreciative of the industry and the star at UNLV, and that we can bring that culture here. So what we learn from hospitality as it relates to all other industries.
Let's give her an and 5 on that one. It doesn't hurt that you spent all day with hospitality.
Yeah.
And got the degree on the wall. Just so you know. My first degree, I didn't even think I could get that damn thing. I was so scared. I thought I was going to flunk out. I had a 3.5 average, thinking I'm going to flunk out of school. Worked 2 jobs going through school. IBM in the daytime, and the photo lab at night. I worked an average of 77 hours a week going to UNLV. And I did not believe I was going to get the degree, and walked across stage, still didn't believe it. I thought they were going to say, Mr. Ferrell, you forgot to take underwater basket weaving 101. We're going to send that degree back. At those days, it used to come in the mail on the door. When I got that degree in the mail on the door, I thought, oh no, it's actually here. I was scared to open up. I really haven't accepted what I've done. I walked across the stage, opened up, my name's on this piece of paper. I did it. I didn't accept it until I could see it on a piece of paper. Put the 3.5 back. Seriously? Got to ask for help. Nice. Take it away.
I thought we got better today as a division, so thank you very much.
And 5. Back that up again. Our only point and purpose for being here was to give you the road map for the opportunity to start the process on getting better. That's it. You cannot let this be squandered. It's a masterful investment. I'm assuming we treated you like you paid us full board. You don't get a second chance at the first impression. Doesn't happen. So I'm glad that that's your takeaway. That is enormous. Scott, bring us home. No pressure.
Well, my initial thought is a lot of what you all said here, and I think it's exactly what Tina said, that today we just, as a family, took the next step in our lives and careers together, and that makes me feel really good. One of the takeaways that I don't think was mentioned was beginning to create that board of advisors for me, and I hope each of you do that as well, because you're going to need them. We all need people in our lives that we can trust, that will set us straight when we're going off in the wrong direction, and will be honest with us. And that's what I'm going to do immediately. And Jesse and Lisa, I just want to say a big thank you for what you've done for this team today.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, briefly tell me a little bit about yourself and the companies that you used to work for.
Well, I've been in the business since 1975. So I've worked with an array of companies, ranging from starting out with Hilton. From Hilton, I went to work for a company called the Peppermill, which is in northern Nevada. From there, I came on back and worked at the Sands Hotel, which is today the Venetian and the Palazzo. From there, I went to work at the Stratosphere, followed by the Riviera, then went to Atlantis in the Bahamas, and then went to work for Hyatt as the CEO, and went to work in Greece and developed their gaming company in 1997. Spent about 10 years with them, and then decided to retire and form what I have today, my own company, where I do the same thing as I used to do.
How would you value the services of Jesse Ferrell and Just Talk?
The one thing about Jess is that he is true. And what you need today is, as business grows, you have managers who operate your business, but sometimes their vision and their goals stray from what the vision of the entity is. But a company has to have a vision, and it has to be consistent. And as a senior manager, it's difficult to be able to hold everybody together all the time, because companies usually have people who tell you what you want to hear, not necessarily what's going on. Jesse comes on in and does a couple of things. One, he earns the trust of the people that are working, both the line employees and the managers, and he earns the trust of the senior management team. So what Jesse does very well is that he is able to transcend from what we think we are saying, what we hope we are saying, to what is actually being said. And then he does even the next most important thing, is that he comes up with a solution of how we can make what we had hoped to make happen actually happen.
Wow, that is great. Ooh, that was a lot. That was great. How can other companies and senior leaders benefit from utilizing the best gifts and talents of Just Talk?
Well, I think what first has to happen is that you have to let your ego go a little bit. And that is, you want somebody to come into your company and tell you the truth. And once you know the truth, then you can mold your business accordingly. And I think what Jess does really well is that he listens. I think that's a very important thing. He listens to senior management in regards to what they're hoping to do and say, but he also listens to the employees, and he listens to the line managers, and he's able to bring all of that together and create an outline of how you're going to achieve the success you're trying to achieve.
Wow, that's amazing.
I am lucky to have him in my life. But one of the things that the greatest quality of Jesse is, his word is his bond. And in life, you have family, you have friends. Don't have many friends, but you have friends. And that's the only thing you can carry with you. And so not only as a professional is Jesse the best, as a friend, I consider him a best friend. Jesse has never been the type of person of saying, how can I not do it? He only figures out how he can do it. And that's why I think he is great for any company that wants him, needs him, and is willing to utilize him, because he is the best at what he does.